Sully's time, breaking down the stories every view will unwind. From left to right, we'll see the light. It's balance, we're chasing, no fighters fight. Curtis Sylvie, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Sylvie's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Sylvie, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Sylvie. The combos you need. The combos you need. Days out with the cheerful whistle and guitar riff. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The convo's unique. Curtis Selby, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The combos unique. The combos unique. The combos unique.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am here on an impromptu stream. Your tired midnight blogger what blogs in this case at 7:14 p.m. I have a treat for all of you, and no, don't take that the wrong way. Moira McCabe is joining us today with her investigative skills of making connections that most of us don't see. And I think she may have something juicy for us. She was kind enough to come on here. I think she's hiding from the feds from her channel. I don't know.
No, I think I'm starting to experience some burnout. So I think if I come out, maybe it would help.
I get it, though. I mean, you just keep telling people and telling people and telling people, and nobody seems to be listening.
Well, I mean, nobody's higher up than us.
Yes.
But, like...
Our community listens,
it's good
thank
people,
God.
they come by.
I'm going to turn off the music, though, so you can...
Yeah, it is distracting a little bit.
Be heard a little bit better. Let's begin by saying hello to the people in the chat. I'll try to make it fairly quick because I know you've got cool stuff to share.
Well, I mean, we can share because I did send you a bunch of it.
Well, you did, and I'll try to act like I am halfway cognizant. Work is kind of beating the crap out of me, but then that's my bad. I shouldn't have changed jobs if I didn't want to challenge. It's been a good job, but it's wearing me out. So,
Aww.
Matt Cheatwood, welcome. I'm glad to see that a fellow kitty person is in better health. Our prayers have been going up for you.
Hugs to Matt Sheetwood.
Hugs to Matt. Yes. And this jerk that I'm highlighting here, he owes me Pleasant Valley Picker of Canada. Howdy. He has an interesting video he'd share, but he's not a wrench. You should be a wrench momentarily because I happened to see that right before I started playing the music. So hopefully in the next 5 minutes, you'll be able to share that. It's not on a topic about Alberta's very strong premier. She's a conservative, currently one of Canada's most common sense politicians. Americans need to hear this info as it is important to both of our countries. And greetings, Gorilla's Censored Thoughts. He is the wonderful person who generated the song that we enjoyed at the beginning.
He is also.
I think we should play with Gorilla's head. Yes, Gorillas, it's Tuesday night.
You're gonna confuse him.
You've been asleep since Saturday. I'm a bad person. Yes, Larry is doing the Avengers episode in 80 minutes, so I'm not meaning to rush Moira, but I'm hoping that we get done by then. So I'm going to try to get through the chat. Hey,
we can consolidate a lot of this.
Connie Cleary, howdy.
Yeah.
God bless you. And there is the video. I'm going to click on it. I probably won't share it during this stream, but I will definitely give it a listen. And who knows what craziness. It's only 16 minutes long, so I'll definitely listen to that. And I think that's the chat. So the topic today, smoke, scandals, and silence. Puff Diddy, the Epstein list, and the tragedy of lost children. What? Go ahead if you'd like and share what you've been sharing with me, Moira.
Okay. Well, I don't have a bunch of stuff up.
That's
I was
okay.
on my phone. I was on my phone sending that to you. So
okay, I can share.
I'd have to go into our chat and find it.
I'll get it. Maybe
Okay.
or not.
No, you can. That's fine.
Okay, so Moira shared this image with me, and I thought it to be most interesting, but I will present it, but I will let you do the commentary on it since if I'm smart enough to get it to open. Why are you doing this to me? The internet sucks. Well, hell's bells.
Oh, no.
Okay, why? I know what I need to do. I'll get rid of some of this tabs. This should be one of these Facebook. Yeah, this is it. Haha! This is what she shared.
Oh, well, I was going to lead up to that. Damn.
Oh, well, okay. Fine.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So with all the fires and stuff going on, I was like, man, I mean, I can imagine there's at least a couple of different reasons why this is happening, other than just shit luck. But,
right.
It could be making way for 15-minute cities. It could be setting fire stuff to, hide, any kind of P. Diddy, kids being trafficked shit. And a lot of people, they kept threatening they were going to move away if Trump won. And it's only it started 11 days, 12 days before Trump's taken office.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Maybe they can't sell it everything quick enough. So, set it on fire and get sell the land or something. Maybe. I don't know. I do think it's interesting that in January, the insurance companies apparently, supposedly 6 months ago, thought the conditions were right to cancel everybody's insurance because the conditions were right. They were going to have a fire.
Isn't that crazy? And here's the fire. Ooh.
Right. The insurance, I don't know. Some of that seems bizarre to me. But also, when people were getting evacuated, this is as recent as a day ago. There we go. But
wow.
There's a juvenile detention center there, and they seem to be failing to evacuate the kids. And I don't know anything else past that. This is said for being the 9th.
So 2 days ago.
Yeah, it said a day ago, but I haven't heard anything else. So I've Googled it, as you can see, and that's what I got is 2 days ago. one day ago, which I just clicked on. And not much. Yeah, not much letting us know they've got those kids out. Why the reimagined detention center for juveniles has stalled in LA? Well, that was in June. Never mind.
Right.
Oh, wait. Okay, what the fuck? Who's doing that?
I didn't do it.
No, it's not you. It's okay. Someone's texting me up something about Ace Hardware. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
but which one is this? Which juvenile detention has sexual abuse lawsuit going?
Interesting.
Well, I'm wanting to know which one.
It does look like it could connect to what you're talking about. Maybe.
Maybe so.
So, let me get my glasses on here.
I don't know if this is just them in general. California Juvenile Detention Center. I don't know if it's going to say the name of the facility. Oh, facilities, plural. Oh, shit. Well, all right. So apparently there's some lawsuits going on there. It's not specifying which ones. But I did find it interesting that, Puff Diddy, because I heard somewhere that he's supposed to be going to court pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And, they raided his house and everything, but it could be things in the walls for all I fucking know.
Right.
But I decided to look up and see how far that detention center is that they're not evacuating. How far is it from Diddy's house? Because I'm fucking curious about these things.
Right on.
It's 32 minutes away.
Woo!
Now, I hate to say it, but if you're willing to traffic kids from another state or young people in at various ages from another state, a 32-minute drive to a location that, the kids are troubled, possibly medicated, nobody's going to believe them. Maybe nobody will even notice they're gone. Perfect. It's like having a really gross shopping trip 32 minutes away.
It does sound right up Epstein's alley.
It certainly does. And think about it. I can't imagine, even if they are absolute little shits, that you wouldn't evacuate them in a fire.
Yeah, exactly.
But the idea that they might get out of that facility and might talk to someone on the outside, they might not want.
Well, we can't let any crisis go to waste.
Right. But yeah, I just thought that was so odd. I know it's weird that it says Diddy's address, but apparently someone found it and it came up in the Google search.
Wow.
Because I was like, how far is Diddy's house? And that's just Diddy's house. That's not even including all the other fucking weirdos that probably drink. I don't know. Do you drink adrenochrome or do you project that? I don't even know what you fucking do.
I don't know.
But use it. All the fucking weirdos are in this area, and it's probably not the only juvenile detention center in the area. So that's a fancy, expensive place to have it, though.
Right on.
Santa Clarita is a pretty fancy, expensive place too. Usually, people don't want detention centers so close to them.
Right.
At least,
yeah.
You usually have that not my backyard attitude about it.
I am surprised it's so close to Hollywood. I really am.
Oh, I did not share that properly. My bad. Hold on.
Here, there we go.
I'm sorry, everybody. My bad. I didn't share it like I was supposed to. So yes, there it is. 32-minute drive from where Diddy's house is located. And you got a whole bunch of freaks and weirdos in this vicinity too, by the way, that went to his parties. And you got a juvenile detention center right there that they didn't want to evacuate.
It's the little old lady from Pasadena. I couldn't resist. PvP is asking, does the Diddy thing have anything similar to the grooming gangs that we've heard about in the United Kingdom?
I think it's just a different monster. Same kind of monster, just different one. I don't think Diddy necessarily has anything to do with the Pakistani gangs. They're just rapey weirdos everywhere.
And yeah. We were talking about the scapegoats. Gorilla's Censored Thoughts is saying that 26 people have been arrested for arson.
That's wild because first off, it started with some guy that supposedly had a UN passport. I think I sent that to you, didn't I?
You did. In fact, let me see if I can get that to share.
Right.
Maybe. I'm a professional.
And then
I
some
guess.
like woman in her 50s or something. I think they arrested her for it too. And I'm like,
Yes.
and TikTok's going crazy because they think she looks like a MAGA person. And I'm like, because
Of course she does.
why? Like, it's just a mugshot. Like, I don't know why someone looks like MAGA. Like, it's weird. So this is what this, at least from what I have observed, this is one of the first people they arrested. And I think they showed somebody's like cell phone video of a homeowner hassling this guy and telling him to get the fuck away, and he had like some kind of little handheld blowtorch thing in his hand.
Uh-oh.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of caught me red-handed right there. Then there was like this other lady. I didn't catch a look at her. I don't know if I.
And are you able to see her? I've tried to get her.
Oh, there it is. There she is. Yeah. And yeah, TikTok's like, oh, she looks like MAGA. And I'm like, why though? Why does she look like that?
Don't see how she looks
like she's wearing a wig. Look how shiny
I honestly, I have no idea what that woman's politics is whatsoever.
I know, right? Like, that's wild. Like, no, I mean, are we going to guess what that other guy's politics are?
Well, we have to understand.
I'm agreeing with you is what I'm saying. Like, I think that's silly.
Yeah. But, no, it is.
Gorilla's getting Old Testament with it. He's like, you can find 10 MAGA people in all of Sodom and Gomorrah. He didn't say Sodom and Gomorrah, but I sure did.
Right.
Her hair, though, her hair doesn't look real. It looks like a wig.
It looks very shiny, it looks very shiny. Gorillas, I hadn't been intending on talking about the fires, but I can. Let me put in a poll real quick.
Oh,
and you go ahead and talk if you'd like to.
Sweet.
Do.
But I did find it awful weird that not only did they not want to evacuate that detention center, but it just happens to be right in the middle of all the party guests we've heard about. You know, that just seems crazy. Because they're letting some prisoners help put out the fires. So, but you won't evacuate the kids?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought, well, why would you not want to? I mean, sure, there might be a bunch of little shits, but I don't think they're any worse than the prisoners, the grown-up prisoners.
Well, exactly. No, my dad.
But if those kids are victims and have been abused, and I didn't know we were going to run into that website that's talking about sexual abuse lawsuits in those detention centers. I'm like, oh,
that's crazy.
Y'all saw that at the same time I did. I don't know why I didn't think to check for that, but I didn't.
Talk about serendipity.
Right. That gave me a little more credence than I was expecting. Because I like to throw out not necessarily impossible, but kind of wild ideas on why something might happen. Because you would think they would, get a prison bus, shackle the kids, and put them on the bus and get them out of there.
That's what I would think. That's what I would do. Heck, my dad was a house parent, or whatever you call the term, in a juvie center. Yeah. Well, whatever you call it. It's now an actual grown-up prison.
Call them like guards or whatever, but like something that's a little more voluntary, like a alternative school or home.
This one was not voluntary whatsoever.
The one I went to is, well, I guess for some people it was, and some people it wasn't. I guess.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we had a house mom and a house dad.
Okay. PvP saying that he thinks the LA fires are an example of years of bad forest management by a bad government.
Oh, that too. And I find it so wild they have a hard time getting water when they should have shot the Nestle people a long time ago because they pretty much own all of California's water.
Yeah.
But also, how the hell can you not go scoop up water from the fucking ocean? It's right there. It is only a few yards away. Go scoop water out of the ocean. You don't have to drink it. Just dump it on the fire.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Are you kidding me right now?
I would think salt water would put that too. Yeah, they probably do. Personally, I wonder if this isn't more BlackRock shenanigans.
It might be because it's a bold move because these are people with a fucking ton of money, and you're gonna burn their houses down to take the land. That's a bold move. But poor people you can get away with it more so, but rich people, yeah. I think BlackRock has gotten to the point where they think they can get away with anything. Well, yeah, but it's still a bold move to try that with people who have millions of dollars each.
You have a point. Yeah, you have a point. It's easier to press the poor.
Listen to, they got social media influence and everything. Mm-hmm. They would at the very least win the court of public opinion.
Now, I'm still using Stream Elements, but I want to assure everybody I don't think there'll be any censorship like there was on the last stream. At least nothing from Stream Elements, because I turned that turned that off. But I haven't been able to update it. So all y'all are going to get are promotions for Sci-Fi Mombi. Eventually, I'll get more people put in there, but I did not get around to it in the last 24 hours. And now that I've killed the conversation, what would you like to say, Moira?
Oh, also, I had talked mad shit about James Woods freaking crying, saying, "Oh, my house burned down. One day you're playing in your swimming pool, and the next it's gone." And I was like, Jesus. And apparently, somehow it survived, even though he was telling everybody how it burnt down and how
good for him.
It's all gone. And
yeah.
he had no insurance, and now suddenly his house survived. And I'm like, you mean you weren't sure when you went on there and cried your little eyes out? I mean, I might have more sympathy for him if he hadn't been like encouraging genocide. He didn't say when this shit happened in Israel. When he tweeted, he didn't say kill all of Hamas. No, he said kill all of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like if he said kill all terrorists, like Yeah.
You know, I have no sympathy for terrorists, but the actual people, that's
yeah, exactly.
Story.
Like, yeah, if you say kill all terrorists, then that's fine. I wouldn't have had a problem with that. But when you say kill them all, and then he tweeted something else at some other point that didn't get quite as famous, and it showed this woman crying in front of a destroyed building, and he said something along the lines of, "Oh, good job, Israel," by the way, because he said something prior to that. So apparently he thinks it's fabulous. This woman is crying in front of her destroyed house. Wow. And then he has the audacity to get up there with more money than any of us fucking have with my fucking swimming pool. And I'm like, oh my God, how tone deaf can you be?
Yeah.
You're crying about your swimming pool after you were just all excited about other people losing their homes and lands and lives.
Yeah, isn't it the height of hypocrisy to be that way? Yeah.
And then he goes, a miracle his house survived. You went on there and cried in front of people about your swimming pool, and your house wasn't even burnt down.
Right.
I would at least make sure my house was destroyed before I went on there, crying in front of the world, about it and crying about my shit.
Gorilla Censored Thoughts, I would like to announce to you that we are no longer Russian assets. We have been purchased by Chinese. And I can't do a Chinese accent.
I wish I could do that. China. I can't do it like
China. We've been purchased by China. We were the best assets China has ever had. China has never had more wonderful assets than we have been. Sorry, I can make fun of him even if I voted for him.
It's hilarious. We should be able to make fun of everybody.
Exactly. We need to go back to the good old days when you couldn't tell what people's politics were. You made fun of everybody.
I love China.
China.
Pleasant Valley Picker says generalizing is not a good idea. Exactly. It's not. It's definitely not.
You're ahead of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Find me 10 MAGA people in all the places of LA.
Right.
That's what she said. Since fires are burning down all of Daddy's
God's retribution, man. I was hoping God's retribution would involve not burning the evidence, personally.
Right. They had to ground all aircraft because of 90-mile-per-hour winds. Alberta's premier sent water bombers to California to help. That's cool. The lovely Sherry, howdy.
Woo-hoo.
Welcome.
No.
Hopefully, there it is. Generalizing is not a good idea. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
true. It's really it is.
And I don't think anybody would have given him shit if he had been hashtag kill all terrorists.
Right. I wouldn't have anyway. But
when you're just kill all of them, it's yarg, dude. That's right.
Yeah. I feel
I
for
say some
folks
pretty outrageous shit, but my shit tries to be specific in my outrage.
Right. You at least have focus, which is
It
something.
may seem crazy, but I mean,
No,
I try to make sure it's nothing
think,
that later I'll have to backpedal on.
I definitely don't think that this is crazy. Now, we may be mistaken, but at the very least,
right? Well, I mean, it does make clouds, kind of,
Vote for the massive asteroid 2026. Oh, that's fantastic.
And it's wild because, like, I mean, I'm sure there was lots of different people who were not involved in Diddy shit that got that fire. Like, I don't doubt it. But I can't help but notice that almost everybody except Steve Gutenberg has been, because they showed him on there. He was trying, I don't know why, but for some reason, all these people's cars were in the roads. Like, they backed them out of their driveway and then left them. So, like, Steve Gutenberg was apparently someone had the key. So he was getting in and trying to move the cars out of the way so emergency vehicles could come in. I'm like, all right, he's probably all right. He's probably cool. But it was very bizarre, though. Let me see if I can go find that.
There's a lot of weird crap that goes on.
It was, but it made no sense.
Makes my head spin. They spin me right round, baby, right round. I did make a poll, didn't I?
I don't know if you did or not.
I don't see it. Huh. Yeah.
Here we go. This might be some of it. They're using bulldozers to move these cars out of the way, but like, why would people?
Holy!
Yeah, it was like a bunch of roads had this. But like, why would they be parked there and just left? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
That's crazy.
And it was like, I don't know if it's going to show all the other ones, but there was one where it showed like an aerial view and it was just bunches of them. And it made no sense. Like, if you're in your car, just fucking go. Like, where did they go? Where did the people who drove these go?
Maybe they were beamed up by aliens.
Only there was such justice. Oh, yeah. And we got the joy of watching, what's her fucking name from Trading Places and Halloween? Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, what'd she do?
Oh, no, she was on there crying about her fucking house being burnt down. And she also had made her ass of herself with the Gaza thing when it first happened. She showed a picture of Gaza, not Israel, but Gaza, where everything was torn up, and going praying for Israel. And she tweeted that because the place was a mess. And when everybody on the internet was explaining to her that, ma'am, that's not Israel, that's Palestine, she deleted it and never said another word about it. I was like, how could you? I was like, dang, it's not showing much news about those cars, but man, for a while there, I was seeing them all over the place. Oh, this one might show at a different spot. Yeah, look at all those fucking cars, just everywhere.
Jeez.
I don't know why this thing's got to pop up like that. Fuck off.
Why would you just abandon your car?
Well, these are the people evacuating. They got their like brake lights on.
Oh.
But like, that's a lot of fucking people. So why
did they just freaking panic or?
Like,
I guess
but that's weird, though.
It is. I would
drove their cars out and then left them there.
I don't know what. Maybe they're doing more meth than I thought.
Maybe.
Lady Mist, welcome.
Yeah, some people were walking, but leaving them in the road for people to like have to bulldoze out of the way, it's almost like those cars were put there to make it harder for emergency vehicles to get in, which seems to really, defeat the purpose. But yeah, the whole thing was just, I don't know. It's definitely weird. Not the virus.
Craziness. Lady Mist makes a really a good point, although, the fires are not a climate change factor, but the hurricane force winds in January that are not usually seen there. I don't know.
Yeah, we had a weird storm. We had a storm coming up on the southern part of the U.S. coming from the southeast, cold storm, and I'm like, what? When do we get winter storms from that direction?
Yeah, that is weird to me. Anyway,
let me see if I can find that. I can't guarantee that I will be able to find. I don't even remember what day that was necessarily. I'll try to look.
Maybe they're so rich they can ride off their cars.
From the southeast. I don't know if I'll find it, but I will try to
We shall endeavor to persevere.
All of these are showing them from the north, as one would expect to see. Oh, you know what? Let me put January 7th, I guess. I mean, I don't know. See if I can find that picture because it was so odd. Well, there's one showing it coming from the southwest, going toward the east, but not from the southeast, though. It's still showing that one that was shaped like a dick, which was kind of an odd shaped storm. Did you see that?
I did not, actually.
Oh,
Oh, well, there we go. That's...
oh, this is the one everybody was talking about for a while because it was shaped like that.
Yeah, that is an interesting
They were making so
shape.
many, what is that name of that? Austin Powers movie.
Oh,
like, Johnson, look at this, and that. They were, because it's what it looked like. We were just like, wait, what? There, when it was further this way, you could see it a little better.
Behave.
It looked like a toy. It just kind of popped up out of nowhere and did that. And we were like, what? But the one I was trying to find came from the southeast, like from this area going up, which was kind of odd for this time of the year. Everything I'm finding now is showing it coming from the north, which is what I would expect. But yeah, her talking about the direction, the winds being weird. I was like, yeah, she's got a point there for sure. Like,
doggy.
Indeed. Had to go back and see. Well, son of a biscuit, I'm not finding it now, so now I look like I'm extra crazy, and that's depressing.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, it was weird as hell. I wish if I could remember what date it was, that would have helped. It was around a little after this storm, I think, and it came up from this way, and I was like, that's odd for this time of year. So yeah, they're definitely doing some weather machine shit. I'm sure of it. And a few people, videos on TikTok have brought up a good point. Like, if they wanted to make it rain, they could have to help put out these fires.
Yeah, they do have that. I know there's a lot of people who say that it's only a conspiracy theory, but I do know we're able to create rain, at least within certain limits. Climate's been changing since early prehistoric animals and dinosaurs walked the planet. It's still going to be changing far into the future. And the gorilla sent you something, Moira.
I am going to check it out here in a little bit. It says lefties blame LA fires on climate change while ignoring arsonists. Sounds about right.
Oh, it does.
But I think it's definitely interesting that first guy that I sent you a picture of, they said that he had a UN passport. I don't even know how one gets one of those.
I have no idea. Work for the UN,
right?
Work for the World Economic Forum. I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating. I really don't know.
I mean, I do enjoy the idea a little bit that BlackRock's trying to buy up land and do all this and that, and they're trying to screw the celebrities over. I would like to see somebody with enough money actually try to push back against them.
Well,
for all of us.
If anyone's got the money to do it, it would be them.
Right. But also they might be afraid of getting canceled and stuff, so they might be more pliable than we might guess.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm going to be the extremist on this stream because I really do wonder if BlackRock has gotten so big that they think they can just do whatever the heck they want. I don't know. Lady Miss lives near the fires. We have more winds coming Monday. It's called seeding. You have to have clouds for that. It's been sunny here. There are no clouds to seed. Oh, man. Yeah, that's true. You do need clouds.
Craziness going on. The LA mayor.
Yes, I've heard about this. They reallocate. Go ahead.
Oh. No, all right. LA Mayor Karen Bass reallocated funding from the LA Fire Department and put it toward a new immigrant family services that recently arrived in LA. Let's see if we can.
for illegal
Let's make this bigger so everybody can see it a little bit better. Back it up, smidge.
in California with the fires, and you just so
I don't
happen
know
to
if
be on
anyone's
the
gonna be able to
left,
hear it or
here's
not,
something
but-
important to remember.
I can, but
Some-
I don't know if the people can or not. I have no idea.
But yeah, cut the fire department's funding by 17.6 million months before the wildfires turned the city into a hellscape.
She's all about
Odd
that
reason,
base. About
your
that
Democrat mayor,
Right.
LA Mayor Karen Bass, decided that we should cut
That
the
woman is
funding
gonna
of
be
the fire department
absolutely
by almost
fucked
$20
for
million.
re-election.
Good job, Democrat.
Let's see.
Wow.
The drastic decrease in funding for the fire department was the second largest cut to come out of the embattled Los Angeles Karen Bass 2024-2025 fiscal year budget. And yeah, so that's kind of wild that this all seems to just line up to absolutely just be a shitstorm. It really does. And then there was this was a different thing. Never mind. It was funny, but it was a different thing. I was going to show y'all, but let me go back to
Greetings, Enigma Severus.
yeah.
We are
Democrats, as
sharing.
always, the Los Angeles Fire Department had its budget cut by inauguration. Yep, $22 million was
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security will provide Los Angeles $21.8 million to fund supportive services, housing, and other resources for immigrant families. Blah, da, 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 da. So that was August the 30th.
allocated to fund supportive
I can't tell his fat head's in the
services, housing, and other resources
So I
for
can't see what year.
illegal.
2024. Okay. So yeah, so that's crazy. I would love to see the celebrities absolutely lose their shit and just like rebel. That would be
I
funny.
would love that. I really don't want, even these bastards, I don't want to see them lose their homes. But having said that, I would love it if their response to losing their homes was to realize what a big ball of shit we're living in.
Right. And also I heard that like I don't have anything on hand to research it, but I did hear that like FEMA was going to come and help them a lot more than they did the people in South Carolina.
Imagine.
I know, right? That are buried under stuff still. There's so many people buried under the mud and everything. They weren't able to dig them out. They just have to leave them there. They used cadaver dogs to get a hit on where some of the people under the ground are, and just left like little colorful streamers or tags to mark the location.
Well, that's what they get for voting for Trump. Curse them.
Oh God!
I'm
People
just
might think
teasing.
you're serious. That tone. Was
Yeah,
wrong.
you're probably right.
That tone
Sorry.
was too
Sorry,
serious,
but
man.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm a bad
Kidding.
man.
Kidding. Anybody who sees this on the playback, he is fucking kidding.
Yeah. Fortunately, I haven't gained the audience yet to quite merit it.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
that's why.
one of
That's
these
why
days.
people get in trouble 10 years after a bad tweet.
That's true. That's why I'm never going to run for office ever.
I might as well not. My
I
boyfriend thinks I should
understand.
try again. I'm like, I don't know
Do
if I
it.
should give those motherfuckers
Do
another
it.
chance.
Do
truth be
it.
told.
Do
like, almost everything they brought on themselves. Like,
I
don't
almost
know if I wanna fix
advertised
that.
you as a gubernatorial candidate, and then I was like, maybe she doesn't want me to advertise her that way. Lady,
I wouldn't have minded. You know,
Okay.
I think all the help
Okay.
I could get at the time.
I hear you. No, I hear you. Yeah, I wish I'd known you before, but then I
You knew me a little bit, but not like a lot.
not nearly enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
we only talk
know,
like once every like month or two, like barely.
right on. Lady Miss says that California hasn't had any rain since the summer, and I'd like to echo Gorilla Censored Thoughts. Please stay safe,
Yeah.
Lady Miss, and don't wait for the evacuation order.
Right.
Get out ahead of everyone.
Exactly.
And I can't remember if I said hi to Connie Cleary, but
I think
hello.
you did, but you can always say it again.
Right on. Gorillas wants to know if you want him to send the Glenn Beck video.
Oh wow.
I can't. I think I started to watch that and then like got distracted by shiny objects.
I've been
So feel free to share it in the chat itself.
there. Fucking Carol Baskin.
Right. Jeez.
No, I think he's in Florida though.
That's fantastic. And Gorillas he caught on to what I was trying to do. Blaming Trump will help cause YouTube to boost my video on the algorithm. Curses, you saw through my evil plans. Oh man.
But yeah, so I think we should definitely try to every once in a while check and see if those juvenile detention centers have been evacuated, because they haven't really talked about it since the 9th when people started freaking out. They were like, what do you mean they're not evacuating the kids? And they just stopped talking about it. And I'm like, oh,
that's crazy.
What? Because it makes me wonder, because why are the parents rioting over there? Because if my kid was in there, you best believe I'd be rioting right outside that door.
We had that talk though. I mean, I don't mean this to sound condescending. But I'm just going to remind you that we talked about the movie Sound of Freedom.
Oh yeah.
And while that movie was fictionalized, and a lot of people criticized it because they fictionalized it, it is an actual fact
that these things happen.
That they found a ring of that specific and terrible kind of abuse.
PDF files.
Yes. Well, they found that too.
Well, yeah, but on TikTok they say PDF files.
Oh,
instead of pedophiles.
Oh, gotcha.
So that way they don't get in trouble with TikTok.
Right on. But yes, they found PDF files. They found that the parents themselves were being paid, which I find horrible.
Gross. Oh yeah, they should all die.
I will
give it the all on that one. All the parents who are allowing that to happen should absolutely just be
something. There should be some kind of justice. I mean, I was mildly abused, but not to that extent. But I guess what I'm trying to say is there should be some justice.
Oh yeah, there should be. And I wonder, and part of the reason why I said I'm wondering about why the parents aren't rioting in front of that building to get their kids out is making me wonder if those kids have any parents, and those kids aren't just being held there as commercial goods.
Yeah, I wonder if you have a point or not. It's definitely something we probably ought to stay apprised of. So what other wild and mysterious material do you have, Moira?
I think that is all I've got on that. I just wanted to kind of make a fuss and a noise about that.
Well, everyone, there you have it. Let's just kind of reiterate. There's a juvenile center within 30 minutes of Puff Diddy's house. It is in the path of the fire, if I'm understanding things correctly.
Right. Yeah, it's only 32 minutes away. It's called the Nordiff Juvenile Hall. I don't know if they refused to evacuate other juvenile detention centers. I don't know. This was just the one that was named. And they kept sending them evacuation warnings and stuff, and they were ignoring it and keeping the kids in the building. So, yeah. I've looked around. I haven't seen any more updates. I mean, I Googled it in front of y'all, and it had no new updates. So I'm really shocked that they're not updating anybody unless something bad is happening.
Yeah. Well,
because and my guess, and it could be wrong, but it makes sense to me that they might do this if they didn't want those kids having any chance of getting a chance to talk to someone on the outside to tell them what's happening.
Yeah, I wonder about that too. There's something not right about it, because I think even here in Oklahoma, as backward as we are.
Oh yeah, as fucked up as we are, if there was a huge fire and everything going on, well, I don't know if they would actually, because it would take a lot to take down the county jail.
That's true, but I still think an actual juvie hall, though, or whatever you want to call it.
Right. Yeah, people would be freaking out about the kids part.
Now, maybe I'm not going to say what I was thinking about saying, because you know that there have been injustices in the past. You know more about it actually than I do, but I think that at least in most cases, even we would do something. We would evacuate it or have firefighters around it or something.
Right. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to just kind of yell and point at, like, oh my God, look at this shit right here. I mean, I hope those kids are okay, and I hope I'm wrong. But you gotta admit, things look awful sus, though.
Have you seen the video of the mayor, or it's either the mayor or the chief of police?
The fast one? Because she's mayor.
Yeah. Here it is. I don't know what you'll think of it. You may have already seen it.
Bill.
Hey, is it Outlaw Bill? Outlaw Bill! Hola! If it's all right, I'm going to share just the short of it. I won't share the. Here we go. You know what's funny is when I don't want it to. Anyway, it is what it is. Internet does what it's going to do.
Right. Internet.
Here is a short of Karen Bass, who is, as we all know, all about that bass. Being questioned, and I'm not going to comment. I'll just see what you guys think about this.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret telling the fire department about millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while
Yeah, she looks like she started to short out like Mitch McConnell. Just kind of staring off, barely moving.
Yeah, and
I do. Like, did nobody prepare her for what was going to be asked when she would ask?
That's what baffles me.
It looks like a quantum leap moment where she just leaped into that body and has no idea what's fucking happening, has no idea how to answer.
And if I were her, well, it's always easy to say what you would do in a situation, but I think if I was in that situation, one, I would hope that I'd have a staff, even of just 2 or 3 people, to help me prepare for it.
Right.
And 2, I hope I would have something to say, like, it is unfortunate that this unforeseen thing happened while I was away.
It's terrible, and we are going to do the best we can to try to, do what we need to do to fix this.
Right.
Something.
Yeah.
Something. But
silence.
She looked like she was like stunned or scared.
Well,
like, I don't usually see politicians with fear in their eyes, but that woman looked like she was having out-of-body experience.
I don't think these people are even remotely qualified.
Oh, hell no, they're not. The TikTok is absolutely a flood with what is the letters? DEI, DIE?
Yes, DEI.
Hires and stuff in LA. And TikTok, this is why they're getting rid of TikTok. It's not because of China. No, it's not that. It's because
you're right.
We're getting at the speed we're getting, they can't control it, and they don't like that.
There's actually a second factor too. You may have been the one that brought this to my attention, but I was listening today on my drive around work to the Joe Rogan interview with Zuckerberg. It's worth the listen, but I don't cut Zuckerberg much slack. But where I'm going with this is, it doesn't come up in the interview, but I'll bet that since I've already revealed the spoiler a little bit, who do you think else has been lobbying hard to Congress to get rid of TikTok?
Oh, yeah, I saw that earlier today, and I forgot to mention that. Yes. Yeah, because nobody... Oh, I have Facebook just as a sort of secondary type thing. Plus, it's got so many years of memories on there. I've had it for almost 15 years now. So,
wow,
all the highs and lows and shit. But, yikes. Yeah. Zuckerberg he's claiming they weren't fucking up with free speech. And now they're like, hey, we're going to help free speech. We're going to do better about free speech now. Like, oh, I thought y'all weren't censoring. Weird.
Yeah, exactly.
And didn't that same little android-looking motherfucker, didn't he end up in front of some kind of Senate committee or something? Had to explain why the hell people's information was getting sold off and used?
Yep.
But they want to take TikTok away because supposedly China. Bullshit. Yeah. Nah, they didn't do this on TikTok, or they didn't do this on Facebook for that same reason. Google got itself in trouble a while back for having our information, doing stupid shit and leaking it. But the only reason, the difference between those is even though you do get censored on TikTok a lot, and I can't tell you how many videos I've had taken down, holy shit, but you still get information at an unbelievable speed.
Right.
And somehow the censorship is still somehow, I don't know, you get better reach. And I think that's a big thing. You get better reach on TikTok. I mean, they've got my algorithm stifled pretty good. Like, they've shown me less and less of Palestine now and more like, movies that I might want to go see and kitty cat videos. Those sons of bitches don't tell me. Like, like, it's like all these Reddit stories. I'm like, where's the Palestine stuff? So they changed the algorithm to try to, make me, distracting me with the shiny things is what they're trying to do. So they're sneaky little bastards, but still information comes at us at such an impressive speed. I mean, most of my Facebook stories come from TikTok.
Right.
And my Facebook stories is where my shit gets seen. My regular posts, they really don't. Almost nobody ever sees them.
Yeah.
But my Facebook story, for some reason, that gets seen a lot. So that's where I post my shit.
Well, I mostly anymore do what social media I do on Twitter, because whatever you want to say about Elon Musk, I got to say I have literally not been censored once.
I haven't.
I've been there.
I haven't been in a long time. Actually, I don't know if I have been.
I was before he took over. I was censored a lot before he took over. But since
Elon
he took
Musk
over,
is
not
going
once.
to go the way of the Sith, though, because he was being a free speech absolutist, and then he's kind of backpedaled. And so now he's the algorithm. So if you post negative things, it's going to get suppressed. And people are all up in arms. Both sides are up in arms. They're like, wait, hold up. Does that include like news? Because a lot of times the news is negative.
Pretty negative.
Suppress that too. And so people are kind of freaking out about that on him.
I can't find it now, but I had heard a report on where Bass came from, and I thought it was informative, but since I can't verify it, I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Well, tell us what you think it said then.
Well, what I've been told is that she had formerly been in Louisiana.
Huh.
I don't know if that's true. But
how recently?
I don't know. That I don't know. But basically, the person that was saying it was essentially trying to associate her also with that botched, response to the terrorist attack. Which, again, if it's not true, then it's totally unfair. If it is true,
she was
then
busy in LA. I don't know what she'd be doing like in New Orleans.
Right. That's yeah.
I think the response to the situation is probably just as bad, but
oh yeah, that's I think even if it's not true, it is valid to compare the two situations.
Right.
You can't really say that she's at fault for the other unless she was there before, but absolutely, to me, there's very similar lack of competence, lack of reading the room.
Oh yeah.
Lack of, I mean, I don't know. It's just like.
I mean, that little video clip you showed of her, she looked like she was straight up disassociating right there.
Yeah.
And like she just couldn't even speak.
What it reminds me of is how I used to respond to my ex-wife, but here's the deal. I don't think this woman has endured over a decade of abuse from these reporters. No, maybe I'm wrong.
Right.
But and also if she is taking a decade of abuse from reporters and can't take it, then maybe she should get out of politics.
But yeah, she looked like she was scared, like someone intimidated her and she was afraid of what to say. So that's a possibility too, because who knows? This mess might be bigger than her. And she's
Oh,
like,
I don't doubt
mad
it.
'cause she's an easy one to blame.
Yeah. Well, fair point. I do think she should
Because
be held
usually even a
accountable.
shitty person could at least come out and come up with some kind of bullshit on the fly to say. She couldn't speak.
Heck, the shittiest people I've known were always the ones that were best capable of coming out with something. So maybe I'm being unfair to her after all.
Oh, she might still be a shitbag because all the shit leading up to this, she sure didn't do anything to stop.
Who is Hebus Deus? I don't know who that is.
I do know.
He can't help it if he is Data's son. I'm not sure I got the joke.
I am
but
such a confused cat.
I almost think I should get it, but I'm not sure that I do.
I'm
He
right there.
can't
With
help it. He is Data's son. I do tend to be a little neurodivergent, so it may be a valid joke, but I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Right. Same.
Well,
And also,
do you have anything else that you wanted to share, or shall we call it a stream?
I think we should call it a stream.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg looks like
Oh, because he looks like Data. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
That's why I called him an android, because I mean now he actually has some skin color and he's got some floofs in his hair. So now he actually looks like a human again. His human skin is looking much more realistic now. But boy, when he was in front of that Senate committee, though, he looked like he had it was like some weird like data colored skin. It was very shiny. It was very shimmery. It was weird.
Oh, Zuckerberg.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off because I need to go help my kitten with something anyway.
Okay, you go for it, and I will.
I'm so happy that she needs her mom for something. Yay.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, God bless. Thank you for sharing. We will see what happens in the future. I personally think that we'll be lucky to hear anything more about any of those children or about.
Yeah, because remember those kids in Maui? There was supposedly tons of kids that didn't go to school that day, and they were supposedly at home, and their parents were at work when that fire went through, but they didn't hardly find any kids.
Maybe the kids disappeared.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyway, here's Mark Zuckerberg. Does not compute. Does not compute.
So weird.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a hobbit now.
Yeah, but he looks like he's actually been outside and seen.
He does look healthier, yeah, and he has been working out and training and all that stuff. So,
he looks like an actual person now.
Exactly. Good on him. I'm still kind of upset about all that censorship, but you know what?
Oh yeah.
He has testosterone.
Woo.
I remember testosterone. All right, let's say goodbye to everyone. Thank you very much, Moira Kitty, for being on the panel and sharing this interesting information from California. Welcome to the Hotel of California. Thank you very much, Matt Cheatwood. I hope you are continuing to recover. Thank you very much, Pleasant Valley Picker. I am going to watch that video in between streams. Gorilla Censored Thoughts. I will see you later on one of your streams, I believe, because I think that's where Choose Your Own Adventures is going to be. Larry.
Be yourself adventures.
Be yourself adventures.
How are you gonna claim you're a homie when you keep doing that? Come on now.
I'm just tired. I'm the tired midnight blogger.
Yeah.
Connie Cleary, thank you very much. I'm glad that the cat did not chase the bird. Who else have we got? We've got Stream Elements bugging people about Sci-Fi Mombi, which is actually great, but I need to program it to bug people about other people too. China. It's all because of China. Lady Miss, thank you for the information. I hope you stay safe. If it gets too bad, I say that you come to Oklahoma, where you'll be blown away by a tornado. Never mind. Probably bad advice. Come to the Tired Blogger for your bad advice. Outlaw Bill, hail and well met. I think he's streaming right now on a football stream. And John Ponterero. John Ponterero. Yeah, sorry, sir. I should have shared it with you. It was impromptu. And Lady Miss scoffs at my bad advice. That's okay. I still love her. Space Fraggle Kaplaw. Glory to you and your house. It is okay in Oklahoma. We've got snow instead of fire.
Right.
All righty. I'll at least give my spiel really quickly. It's been said that whoever says, or it life, blah, 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 life is pain. And anyone that says otherwise is trying to sell you something. I, in fact, am trying to sell you something. I'm trying to sell you on the idea that liberty is better than tyranny. Freedom is better than slavery. You are, in fact, smart enough and wise enough to run your own life. You don't need big government, big corporations, or big tech to tell you how to live your life. And lastly of all, I'd like you to know, you're not going mad. You're going sane in a world gone mad. Any last words, Moira Kitty?
I do not. Sorry.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Purr purr. God bless everyone.